Aeromobile-port as a part of the urban air-ground transportation system in the city Yekaterinburg. The subject of the study is the air-ground transportation system. The object of the study is projecting of the architecture of the Aeromobile-port. The aim of this work is to improve transport structure through the introduction of new types of the transport. Yekaterinburg is the fourth population city in Russia, the biggest Euro-Asian transportation hub. The traffic becomes worse because of the annual growth of the traffic load and very compact construction. The huge traffic jams in the city. The traffic time of the driving to the place is increasing and the ecological situation is becoming worse. Very compact construction prevents the growth of square roads, so it is necessary to the project the system of the movement with the borders and rules of the movement, which doesn't depend on building. For example, the air-ground transportation system with productive and efficient flying cars. This system will include ground Aeromobile-port, which does not exist yet. The development of the Aeromobile-port has three stages. The first stage is the birth. Aeromobile-port takes air car from nearby towns and surrounding areas, which are equipped with airstrip zones. The second stage is spherization. The connecting terminals appear in the city. The third stage is the globalization and the universal choosing of the air-ground transportation. Air car must meet different requirements. Electric and ethanol fuel provide ecology. The ability to move both on land and by air, using the shortest routes for passengers, provide mobility. Compact dimensions allows the car to be next to you. Independence of the airfield can carry you in any direction, so this is convenient and comfortable. New air-ground transportation system has unique advantages. It works on two levels. It allows you to carry the most perfect rules of movement. The system is designed for the development, as the infrastructure does not require one-time huge investments, and it develops in accordance to increasing traffic load. Aeromobile is a mass product. Constant changing and modernization of range makes it more comfortable and perfect. A few words about security system in air travel Aeromobile. Air car is a smart car. All over the world, scientists are developing a system of brakes which works when a person does not have time to react. They are based on a special device, a complicated laser system which scans the space in front of the car for hundreds of times per second and transmits the data on board computer. Developers must program a computer so that it can respond all possible scenarios. The sensors recognize the obstacle. The computer decodes the data and decide. Then the positioning system helps the car to go its course again. In the beginning, target audience of the Aeromobile-port are businessmen and wealthy people. Professional pilots have to take an extensive training in the school of the Aeromobile-port. The cost of the Aeromobile is about $194,000. Dozens of projects of flying car are developed. Aeromobile is the reality today. The main technical obstacle for a flying car is the inadequacy of the modern metropolis infrastructure for the presence of the flying vehicle inside it. Now we proceed to consider the draft of the Aeromobile-port. There is a building of the Aeromobile-port in the urban concept of the industrial zone Uralmash. This is a building for the storage, maintenance and flight coordination urban and interurban air-laid transport. It includes aeromobiles, which are used as an individual and public transport, as well as flying platforms with life-secure, repair and fire stop functions. Innovative project of the multifunctional complex platforms has the main functions. It is transport hub including manufacturing, institutional, public area, a complex system of transport interchanges, railway platform and communication with the subway. This district is bounded by the streets Frontovых Brigad, Kirovogradskaya, the main street of the plant, and the highway of the Middle Ring, Turbinная Street, which is crossed by the railroad. Aeromobile-port is in 15 minutes walking distance from nearby residential areas and from the subway station Машиностроителей, and the port includes a city railway station. People come from the northern entrance, the main east entrance, with the organized pedestrian areas. The building has two entrances to the level of the basement, from the Kirovogradskaya Street and deadlock with continuation of the main pavement after crossing Frontovых Brigad Street, and two on the third floor level on the ramps. Around the complex there are three automated parkings for cars and two petrol stations. On the ground floor is a technical maintenance station. The first and the second floors of Stilabite are occupied by public, organizational and administrative zones. The main space includes tourist industrial airstrip zones. Maximum number of passengers of Aeromobile-port are 4,000 people, that is 2% of the Ordzhonikidze district population. Maximum number of aeromobiles is 1,180, it is only 0.2% of personal vehicles of the city. Vertical area permitted with the corridors of sustainable rail elevator shafts of the automated parkings. Robotic crane moves along the corridor on the guide rails in the horizontal direction and vertically by the elevator. In Aeromobile-port there are two types of radial automated parkings. In the central part of the Stilabate and in 8 areas of main Stilabate, which are separated by fire compartments which contain organizational zones of exits to the airstrip. In the convex area of the torus there are navigational facilities, electric and radio services, command and control service with all the modern developments. Architecture buildings are built on the principles of high-tech and technicism. Here we use such features as simplicity, the technicality, the grandeur, and dynamism. Volume spatial design of the building symbolizes the revitalization of the city hive from soaring inside and outside of the bee machines. The main volume of the Aeromobile-port has the shape of a double-layer steel mesh torus with a triangle in the plan of cell crossbar system and relies on the support structure frame made in the Maleian beam system as Stilabate. The coating material is translucent and titanium zinc plate coating. The upper part of the span covering has a convertible part that is located above the landing area. The motion is along the radius of the torus. In the 6 areas, the combined extracts and input ventilations with the mechanical drive is provided for posts of the automobile service zones, parkings and catering. These combined extracts are located in the underground levels and on the 3rd floor, and input ventilation are located in engineering units on the 1st, the 4th, and the 14th floors. The building has 8 fire prevention compartments with firewall system. There are non-smoke staircases with exits, and 3 elevators are in each of the compartments. In the internal contour of the torus, there are radial ramps to the street exit through the gate of the 3rd floor. The cost of construction of the Aeromobile-port in Yekaterinburg, which services 1.5 million of passengers per year, is 13.4 billion rubles.